All right, ready? I'm gonna make a beard update video. I'm calling it the Corona beard. I have not touched my beard in any form of fashion, any type of trimming since this whole craziness started, which for me started 3 months ago, almost to the day. I've been working virtually since then, so haven't really been out of the house other than, well, actually I've been out of the house every day, but not to work. I go everywhere, stores, and recently, as of yesterday, I was able to go back to the gym, which was nice. I've been doing mostly hiking and rucking, which is weight vest hiking, heavy weight vest hiking. And I have some cardio equipment here and chopping wood and building stuff like that. But there's nothing like actually lifting weights. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. The video is about the Corona beard. Like I said, 3 months of not touching it at all, nothing. Cheeks, not even trimming the sideburns or the mustache or nothing on the neck. I've just let it completely go, and I've been growing a beard for probably a decade now, and I've learned so much just in this 3 months. And just not having to worry about seeing people and not really caring what you look like. My beard, I've been so much happier with it, just not having to worry about trimming it, and I really like the way it looks. I will just stick with this. It's just easier. I don't get that. I'm a very OCD kind of person, and if I start cutting in lines, then that are never perfect, and before I know it, I've cut up the whole beard. Same with the mustache. I never really know what to do, so I've just kind of let it do its thing. The neck, the sides, everything. And I gotta tell you, your beard kind of becomes its own thing if you let it. The hair pattern that you have, it needs to, and this is my opinion, but it needs to stay natural so that you see where your hair naturally lays. So if you start cutting in artificial lines, your hair, your facial hair, even your head hair, it all grows in different directions. But I found that since I've just let it go, it's found its own form, and it takes very little maintenance. I get up, like I actually just finished working for the day. I just got out of the shower, so it's wet, and I put some beard balm in it. On a side note with beard balm, I tried beard balm a while back when my beard was much shorter, and I hated it. Now that it's longer, I actually like it much better. So I feel like things like beard balm have its purpose, but not so much with a shorter beard. But as your beard, I just measured it in the bathroom and not pulling it down, just measuring from here to here because my beard is curly, with that, just taking the tape measure from the edge of my bottom lip to the bottom, it's 7 inches. Now, if I were to pull it out, it'd probably be like 8.5, but just true hanging length for me right now is about 7 inches. If you've been following my channel at all, about 4 months ago, I cut the sides all the way down and just went with a big goatee, and I liked it. But once this whole coronavirus thing hit, I was just like, you know what, I'm just not going to do anything. Just going to let it do whatever it wants to do and just try this experiment, and it's been a great one. You just learn a lot. You're always learning about your beard. Just when I thought I knew pretty much everything there was to know, this 3-month period has taught me even more. I'd always get anxious about trimming the mustache once it started to get down into my mouth, but it's actually getting long enough now that I can actually kind of push it out of the way when I'm eating, and I don't really notice it as much. And the big thing is the cheeks. That has always been my nemesis. Just starting to cut in lines, and just never worked. So I just let it do its thing now. If I can get in here, I don't know how close I can get in here. But I have a lot of just wispy ones that start about right here. If you can see, I can't, I mean, I'm looking away, so hopefully you can see. And then on the side here, you can kind of see. But I love it. It's just it's the way it's meant to be. And I'm just going to stick with this from now on. It has started to get long enough that I can start wearing it. I have these little, rubber bands like that big. And if I'm riding my Harley or whatever, I'll put it on the very end, and then I'll wear like a pull down face mask. It starts right here and comes down. I'll pull it down over my beard, and that'll just hold it in place. There's nothing worse. I don't know how I see them all the time. Guys on bikes with and I wear an open face helmet, just a little beaner, and you'll see their beard just whipping back in their face. I don't get it. First off, you're going to break your beard or damage your beard, and then it's just in your face the entire time. So I will always wear a face mask, just a pull down. It's one of these actually. This is one of them right here. I forget the company that makes it, but they make a ton of different styles. And I just pull this, down over my head, down to my neck, and I'll tuck it into my shirt. And what this does, besides keeping my beard tame, is it keeps the bugs off your face. If it is a little chilly outside, it will it's amazing how much this will keep your face warm, and keeps the sun off your face. I've actually been hit by a couple rocks, and it actually does help to muffle a little bit. If you've ever been riding and get hit in the face with a rock or a really big bug, it'll give you stars. So that's what I wear when I'm riding. But yeah, like I said, I got a lot of beard balming right now, so it's very pliable. It hasn't dried all the way, and I have a tendency throughout the day to sit and do this. I kind of like it looking kind of pointed, but it's not pointed. It's not trimmed that way. It actually is. It's cut straight across. But like I said, I haven't touched it in months. But anyway, just wanted to make a quick update on the beard, and my plans for the future is just see if I can reach a terminal length, whatever that might be. I'm hoping it's fairly long, but you never know until you've reached it, and it could be many years before I figure that one out. Because I guess from what I understand, the longer it gets, it will start to slow down, and it'll still grow, but you won't really notice it as much. So we'll see how far I can go with it. But on my last note, I usually throw up videos of my projects around the house, and somehow I missed even the start and the end of this. I'm sitting in like a little kitchen nook. I live in a ranch house. I want all of my space to be usable. I don't need 3 levels of house. I got a big basement. I got a big top level here, but right behind me is a living space, and it has a fireplace in it. And when we bought the house, it had these 2 like oak bookcases on either side of the fireplace, and it's the same as what's in my kitchen right now. And I'll flip it around. I'm in the process of sanding my kitchen cabinets down, and I'm going to paint those a bright white, because eventually I'm going to do concrete countertops in here and do some black appliances, and I'm going to strip the floor and stain that black. But back to, I'm rambling again. Behind me, that wall, I stripped it down to the studs, and I replaced it in reclaimed barnwood. And then what I'm really proud of is my mantle, which is a piece of timber from a barn from the 1700s. I mean, it's at least 300 years old. It's just crazy. I found this kid who tears down old barns. They pay him, and then he turns around. I mean, you're talking about a businessman, young businessman. He's getting paid to tear these barns down, and then he turns around and repurposes the wood and sells it. Now, I looked around at a couple reclaimed wood stores, and this thing is just a little over 5 feet long, and it's 8 by 8. they were asking anywhere from $500 to $600 for just a piece of reclaimed wood like this, and I got it for like $100. He just, I went to his house. He had big piles of this stuff, and just with his chainsaw, he cut off down about what I needed, and then I got it home and did with it what I needed to do. But anyway, just go real quick, flipping around. Like I was saying, my kitchen in here, I've taken starting to take the cabinets off, sand them down, got them all numbered so I know where to put them back. That's a whole nother project. Once I painted the kitchen, I knew that the cabinets had to be the next thing to go. I hate that light wood look, but at least they are oak faced. All the cabinets and doors are all oak. So sand them down. I'm gonna paint them white. In here, this was just drywalled wall. To save myself a little time, I did cut the drywall right at the crown molding, and I just started the barn wood at the top, worked my way down. Luckily, it all worked out. Did a fireplace surround, and this it's a type of tile. Looks kind of like stone. I really liked it. I like old stuff, lamps and lanterns and stuff. But I did the corners. Oh, there we go. I don't know how many times I've knocked this thing down. I did the corners and just angle iron. So I just actually glued it on, and it's I found a special glue that would adhere metal to wood. But and I made this little shelf out of black pipe and some 12-inch wide planks that I had laying around. But this right here, over 300 years old. You can see where it started out as a round log, and they with an axe they'll cut it down to make it more square. But you can see the axe marks in it. Very cool, awesome. Anyway, I appreciate you watching, and if you're growing your beard out during this time, keep going. I plan on keeping going as long as I can, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.